Good evening. This is Facebook Love number 309. 309. We are almost exactly 3 years out from when shutdown happened. It would be Friday from this week, so not this Friday. I guess it depends how you count. It's either this Friday or the following. That was the day that all of us in the U.S. were going, I wonder what's going to happen by Monday. And then if you went to work, they sent you home. And if you didn't go to work, they said, don't come. And I find myself in a time of great growth and transitions. And I found two pieces this past several days that have spoken to me so much that I've read them over and over. They're both kind of long, so buckle in, but I hope they speak to you. The first one is called The Shattering by Jeff Foster, and the second is called Opera Singer by Ross Gay. I will start with The Shattering. Sometimes you don't get to be a Buddha. Sometimes you just have to break and feel. You have to lose your precious spiritual awakening. You just have to be a human being, feeling. Sometimes old pain resurfaces, old fear, sorrow, trauma, the searing ache of the abandoned child, the rage of a forgotten universe. And suddenly all of your spiritual insights crumble, all the beautiful spiritual words by the beautiful spiritual teachers, all the concepts and ideas about awakening and enlightenment and the pure perfection of pure untainted awareness and the selfless non-self and the path to glorious futures and the wise guru. They suddenly are all meaningless, empty words, second-hand drivel, and dead to you. What's real now and alive is the burning in the belly, the fire in the heart, unavoidable, intense, so close, so present. Sometimes you just have to feel. You have no choice. And sense your feet on the ground and breathe into the discomfort and trust, and maybe trust that you cannot trust right now. And take it moment by moment by moment by moment, and know that nothing is working against you. And awaken from your dream of how this moment should be. And throw away all your second-hand ideas about the path. Sometimes your spirituality has to shatter so you can finally realize this deeper spirituality of feeling, presence, and feet on the ground living, and the sound of the birds singing in the distance, and a total surrender to this one precious moment. The Shattering by Jeff Foster. This second one I actually found in my inbox last week. I get a poem a day. I don't always like them, I confess. Even the poet doesn't like all the poems. It's okay, it's like wine. You like some and you don't like some. Completely fine. Anyway, this one landed in my inbox, and it knocked my socks off, so I'm just going to read it. Opera Singer by Ross Gay. Today my heart is so goddamn fat with grief that I've begun hauling it in a wheelbarrow. No, it's an anvil dragging from my neck as I swim through choppy waters swollen with the putrid corpses of hippos, which means lurking somewhere below is the hungry snout of a croc waiting to spin me into oblivion, worse than this run-on simile, which means only to say, I'm sad. And everyone knows what that means. And in my sadness, I'll walk to a cafe and not see light in the trees, nor finger the bills in my pocket as I pass the boarded houses on the block. No. I will be slogging through the obscure country of my sadness in all its monotone flourish, and so imagine my surprise when my self-absorption gets usurped by the sound of opera streaming from an open window, and the sun peeks ever so slightly from behind his shawl. And this singing is getting closer, so that I can hear the delicately rolled R's, like a hummingbird fluttering the tongue, which means a language more beautiful than my own. And I don't recognize the song, though I'm jogging toward it and can hear the woman's breathing through the record's imperfections, and above me 2 bluebirds dive and dart, and a rogue mulberry branch leaning over an abandoned lot drags itself across my face, staining it purple, and looking now like a mad warrior of glee and relief. I run down the street, and I forgot to mention the 50 or so kids running behind me, some in diapers, some barefoot, all of them winged and waving their pacifiers and training wheels and nearly trampling me, when in a doorway I see a woman in slippers and a floral house dress blowing in the warm breeze, who is maybe 70, painting the doorway. And friends, it is not too much to say, it was heaven sailing from her mouth, and all the fish in the sea, and giraffes saunter, and sugar in my tea, and the forgotten angles of love, and every name of the unborn and dead, from this abuelita, only glancing at me before turning back to her earnest work of brushstrokes and lullaby. And because we all know the tongue's clumsy thudding makes of miracles anecdotes, let me stop here and tell you I said thank you. The Opera Singer by Ross Gay. This is number 309. 309 Facebook Loves. You can visit me on YouTube as well. I'll see you again. Bye.